I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. This is part 2 of 4, Birthright Citizenship. So Trump's been in the news because the other day he gave an interview and said that he wants to end birthright citizenship. And of course, he couldn't say it without telling some lies. First one being that America is the only country that has it, when in fact somewhere around 30 countries around the globe have birthright citizenship, including his favorite country, the one where Putin lives. Also, he implies, every time he says this, he implies that he can do it, that he can simply do an executive order, and if he can't do an executive order, then he can get Congress to pass a law. That's a lie. It's in the Constitution. The 14th Amendment to the Constitution gives us birthright citizenship. So he hasn't been talking about it just in the last week. He wasn't talking about it just in the last campaign. He was talking about it 6 years ago, at least. I remember because that's when it first came to my attention. And I asked myself, why does he want to do that? And I came to the same conclusion then that I have now. He wants to do it because he wants only white people to be able to have a say in this country. He has a long history of racism, and this is just more fuel on the fire, if you will. So I'll remind you that yesterday I talked about the Dred Scott decision and how it's still the law of the land, technically. It's only rendered moot by the 13th and 14th Amendments. Donald Trump, by saying that he wants to end birthright citizenship and knowing that he can't do it with an executive order and he can't do it with legislation from Congress, he's trying to build up support to amend the Constitution. Because if he can amend the Constitution, he can get rid of the 14th Amendment. If he can get rid of the 14th Amendment, then Dred Scott is in force, and only white people have citizenship in America. I know it sounds like a stretch, right? But by the time I get to the end of these videos, I think you'll understand that I'm not just grasping at straws. To amend the Constitution, the way we all think about it is you have 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate propose an amendment, and then they send that amendment to the Constitution, they send it out to the states, and 3/4 of the states have to approve it. If they do, then it becomes a part of the Constitution. That's what we all think about when we think about amending the Constitution. Those of us who remember from high school that lesson. But there's another way to change the Constitution, and that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. And I hope you'll stick with me. Good day.